Hi, I'm Sean.
And I'm Alicia.
We're a couple from Toronto, Canada, moving to Chelmsford in the United Kingdom.
Follow our journey as we experience the ups and downs of living abroad.
If you ask an average person to name a place on their bucket list, there's a pretty good chance that Paris would be right near the top. From the history, to the food, to just the general vibe of the city, Paris offers something for just about everyone. For Alicia's birthday, we hopped on the EuroStar and spent the weekend enjoying everything that Paris has to offer. In this 3-part series, we'll be sampling some great eats, spending a day exploring the classic sights of Paris, and showing you where you can get some awesome Instagram-worthy shots. This first episode is all about food. Paris is without a doubt one of the culinary capitals of the world. From fine dining to mouth-watering pastries, there's something for every palate and every budget. So come eat your way through Paris with us.
Bonjour and welcome to Paris. So we got in about an hour or so ago and it was in and out of the hotel real quick because we're doing this food tour today. We're in the Montmartre neighborhood and it's supposed to have some of the best food in the world, so come along while we do that with you.
Alright guys, we're at our first stop here at Le Clec Fromage, and we have got a very classic charcuterie board to get going. So let's dig in.
We just finished stop number 1. We are full of cheese and now we're going to get meat, so let's see how it goes. We are at place number 2, so they said we're getting a bunch of meat, and we definitely are, so check this out, it's insane. We're at a Thai food place now, and I got some chopsticks. I don't know how to use them. Luckily there's a fork, but let's see how it goes.
How is it?
Well, I had to get a fork because I'm not doing too well with the chopsticks, but let's see how it goes. It's really good. I think that was pork. So there's 2 types of pork and duck, and then we have some rice as well. So we just left place number 2 and we're actually already at place number 3. It was just around the corner, so super convenient. But honestly, place number 2, I don't know how they're going to top it because that was probably the best Thai food I've ever had. We might even have to go back while we're still in Paris. Also, did you notice that the Moulin Rouge is in the background? So we're in such a good spot in Paris right now.
Alright guys, so we are at stop number 3 now, and we have come to a pizza place, but not just any pizza place, it is actually Argentinian style pizza. So France actually is the 2nd largest consumer of pizza in the world after the US, so when you come to France you do need to get pizza, and this Argentinian style pizza is a little different. It's got its own kind of cheese and stuff, so we're gonna dig in. They're so good. It's like fluffy dough and then a crispy bottom, so you get the best of both worlds. Alright guys, so we are now standing in front of the Moulin Rouge, and we've got our 4th stop here, which is the Coq Monsieur. I'm totally mispronouncing that. Basically a very fancy grilled cheese with some ham in it. Apparently this used to be the food for kind of the poor working class of Paris, and now it is like the quintessential Parisian sandwich. So we're going to eat these in front of the Moulin Rouge.
So we walked up this really big hill and now we're at a different part of Montmartre and we are getting our first dessert, which is ice cream. So it's freshly made ice cream from Lebanon, which is really cool, and it's covered in pistachios, and I guess that's like the specialty one. So I think that's, can't tell what's ice cream and what's whipped cream, but all looks good.
How's the texture?
She was saying the texture is very different, like it's elasticy, but like not in a bad way, and apparently it doesn't melt as quickly, but I can definitely see what that means. Like it's really like thick.
Alright, final stop of the tour. We're getting one more dessert here. This is called a cugna men. I definitely messed that up, but it is basically a puff pastry that is like butter on butter on butter on butter. Apparently they just love the butter, and it's like caramelized butter and caramelized sugar, and basically just sticks to your guts. So we're gonna eat these in front of the Sacre-Cœur, and then that's the end of our tour.
We are now at Ile St. Louis and we just finished lunch, and I have no idea how Sean and I are still walking. We went to La Petite Rose de Sibelle or something like that. We'll put the name right here for you, which is like this tiny little store I think there's like 3 or 4 tables, super small. So we each got a lunch and then we got creme brulee for dessert, and this woman kept bringing us stuff. She gave us bread, meat, more dessert, and this scarf. I don't know if you've noticed that I'm wearing something I wasn't wearing earlier. She also gave Sean a hat. Our total was €35, which is absolutely nothing, and we're like, please let us tip you, and she refused, and then she gave us more gifts. So it was an insanely good experience.
She also liquored us up and gave us like a shot of sangria when we came in, and then
and like 2 things of rum.
Yeah, this like special rum which she called aphrodisiac. That's all she knew how to say.
Yeah, she just kept feeding us, liquoring us up. I don't know, it was insane.
So it was a great lunch. Definitely recommend. Amazing spot. So a little bit about the Ile Saint Louis. It was actually kind of uninhabited until about the 17th century, and then all the French nobility basically decided that they wanted this to be their own little like personal neighborhood. So all the architecture and everything is pretty much from that period. It really hasn't changed much. There's only about 4,000 people that live on the little island, although it is connected to the rest of Paris by like 5 bridges, so it doesn't really feel like an island. But the main draw of the island is this. So Bertillon, I think it's pronounced. They're supposed to be the best ice cream maker in Paris. I got the cherry here, and I've had a few, and honestly, I think the Lebanese stuff we got on the food tour yesterday was actually better.
The Eiffel Tower is obviously pretty hard to miss, but we haven't actually been to it during the day, so that's where we are now. So we're gonna take some photos here as well, but we haven't had any food yet. So I stopped at a patisserie to get some breakfast for us, and it was kind of funny. I walked in and I fully ordered in French because being in Paris, I just kind of assume no one will speak English to us, and then some people do. So I ordered in French, I went to pay, everything was fine, and then someone rudely interrupted me in line, and the cashier lady was not having it. Full on English, just like, she ripped him to shreds in French, but then full on English was like, people are so rude, aren't they, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought it was so funny that she just like spoke to me in English like that and was just kind of like having a good time. But also just the fact that she just let me order in French anyways. So I got some pain au chocolat, which is chocolate croissants, and some macarons, because we hadn't actually tried any since being in Paris, so I figure we have to do that. Tell me something better than a chocolate croissant in Paris. So the pain au chocolat was magnifique, and it was honestly incredible. It's chocolate croissant, like can't go wrong with that. So now's a great time to try the macarons. The only macarons I've ever had are like the crummy ones you get in like Canada and Toronto that are kind of like in a grocery store. Like, they're not good. So this is my first official real macaron. Okay, so I got raspberry, and what I'm most shocked by is the texture. It's like really soft. The only ones I've tried have been like really hard, like they're biting into a cookie, but these are like, can you see that? Like, they're actually soft. So I got raspberry. Sean, I think, got like a citrus.
Yeah, lemon,
yeah,
citron.
And we have some others, so yeah, but it's really nice. We ended up splitting the rest of them so we could each try each flavor, and they were amazing. So we got them at Bistro de la Tour Eiffel, which was right by the Rue de l'Université, so perfect spot to go between getting your photos there and then coming to the Eiffel Tower here. So if the view looks familiar, that's because we were here the other night when we were on our food tour, which was so good that we had to come back. Luckily for me, when we were on the food tour, they're really accommodating to different diets, and 2 of the people wouldn't eat pork. And so this place, a big portion of what we got was pork. They gave the one girl beef noodles, and she let me try it, and it was amazing. So now I need to have my own beef noodles, and I'm so excited about this.
So one of the things we got on the mixed platter was this Peking duck. And I have literally been dreaming about this duck since we got it on Friday. It was the best duck I have ever had, so I am so excited. I've got a full plate of it now. I don't have to have any pork to go with it, just all duck.
So in 2 days, I apparently figured out how to use chopsticks. It's like, this is working for me now, and this is amazing.
I'm actually pretty sad right now because this is my last bite of duck, and I know that I'm not going to get this duck again for a very long time, and it's honestly depressing as hell. So I don't know if I want to eat it. I just kind of want to sit here and look at it and like just reminisce.
So it's actually an Italian restaurant and it's supposed to be amazing. It's been recommended to us by numerous people, so we made a reservation and we're glad that we did because the line to get in here was pretty big. We walked by yesterday, it was even bigger then, so it's definitely a popular spot. We ordered some pizza and pasta, typical Italian food, and in the time being we got some cocktails. Enchanté.
Alright, so our food has just come out here. I've got the pork ragu. Alicia has gotten it's kind of like a pepperoni pizza, but it's got like chilies, and it just looks amazing. So we're probably going to split these and try a little bit of each, but food looks incredible.
The other day on our food tour, we were taken to this ice cream place that we both loved, and it's Lebanese ice cream, which we talked all about earlier. And so we had to go back. We still haven't seen the Sacre-Cœur, so we're going to see that, but it's right on the way. So that's like 2 doors down. Right now we're in front of this pâtissier, chocolatier, and Sean and I really want to get some macarons to bring back home with us because the ones we had yesterday were amazing. Honestly, I didn't realize how expensive they were. Like we walked past a couple places and looked in the window and I'm like, okay, that's like really steep. The ones I bought yesterday were €7 and I think we had 6. So, but we just bought 16, it was like €30. I saw some that were even more expensive, so we got that. We also got the famous hot chocolate that's supposed to be like a French specialty, so let's give it a go. Okay, so it is different. It's like really, really rich. Like it tastes like just drinking straight like warm, gooey cocoa powder. So if you come to Paris, definitely give it a go. There's this place we wanted to go to by the Louvre that we couldn't make it to in time. That's supposed to have the best. So if you can, check there out because everyone says it's the best place to get hot chocolate. And just like that, we've eaten our way through Paris.
Honestly, I think that was some of the best food that we've had in a while. I don't know about you.
I would totally agree. And even the things like when we didn't have time to actually go get dinner and we went to a grocery store to get like a baguette and a cheese for €5 total, amazing. Like you can't go wrong in that city.
I honestly could just live off the Parisian baguettes. They're always just so crusty and then fluffy on the inside. Oh, amazing.
And Paris in general was just an amazing place to be, which is why we made so many videos about it. So go check out our channel to see what else we got up to there.
We also forgot to mention the food tour that we did was with a company called No Diet Club, and we found them on Airbnb, and they actually run tours in other cities as well,
including London. So if you think we should go check out the London one, let us know because the Paris one was amazing.
Yeah.
And if you do the Paris one, apparently you get different food each time. So let us know what you get that we missed out on.
So thank you again so much for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And stay tuned for our next part on the classic sights of Paris.
Until next time, we'll see you later.
Oh, we are all